Hi guys, my name's Adelaide and welcome to Adelaide Stitches. This is my YouTube channel where I talk about cross stitch. Today it is 13th, wow, Thursday the 13th of November, and it is day 4 of my Nature November stitching. So let's get straight to it. The main project I'm working on for these 10 days is Nature's Journey by Sprouting Lupine, which is a sale that can be found in the Just Cross Stitch magazines. I'll pop a picture of it up, isn't it stunning? And I am working on the first part, Spring. And here is where I got to last night. Look at that. Every time I see it through the camera, it's like a new angle. I'm like, wow. I just love the contrast of the colors of the piece with this fabric. This beautiful fabric is 28 count sage. It's a cashmere linen from Color Cascade Fabrics. I'm using the cord 4 DMC and stitching it 2/2. And as I hope you've noticed, I have a new plant. Isn't it pretty? It is so lovely, and I'm so glad that it's so pretty because, yeah, it caused me some problems. I'm not sure why. Maybe I was tired, but I felt like I kept miscounting where the green and the pink should go. I really did have to undo a lot, but it is done now. It seems correct, and I am loving how it's looking. It's fantastic, and I feel like I finally entered that top quadrant of the pattern, which is nice. So last night, I put in 279 stitches, and that brought me to 2,413 out of 5,330, which is 45.27%. Now in the pattern, I think I'm still missing 50 stitches somewhere, so I'm hoping as I keep stitching they'll turn up. I find out where I deleted them and put them back in. But anyway, it is going and it is looking good, and I'm really excited to keep on stitching it tonight. I'm really enjoying showing you a new motif each day. How fun's that? So that is my first piece. I plan to stitch on that again tonight. And then for my second piece, I was lucky enough to have a new start. So my new start is from this beautiful book, Cross Stitch for the Earth by Emma Congdon. And I started with Carolyn from Carolyn's Stitch Corner. I'll link her Flosstube below, although a lot of people said to me if I start it, they'll be starting this too. So let me know, are you or have you started this one this month? Because it is just stunning and so fun. Look at that. So we're calling it 4 seasons. It is known as design 19, I think we decided in the book. It is on page 96 is where it starts. But yeah, so that's it. And mine doesn't quite look like that yet, but I will show you the start that I got. Oh, don't even really have to unfold it. Here we go. Isn't it cute? Now, the tail actually is not stitched. It is negative space in the pattern, and I just thought that was so sweet. Look at my little bunny. So I'm starting in spring in the top left corner. I didn't bother to cut down my fabric. I mean, here we go. If we fold it out, yeah, it's a 1/2 meter piece. So I did measure it, and if I leave, I think it was 2 3/4 inch margin on each side, I should be fine. And considering it's like a meter because it's doubled over long, I thought, well, the width of it doesn't really matter, does it? I will measure it out and cut it down, but that is what I've done so far. So this is 28 count antique white Lugana by Zweigart. It is maybe my favorite fabric to stitch on. I mean, it's so nice, easy and quick. I'm stitching this in hand. I'm using the cord 4 DMC, doing 2/2, and last night I did just over 300 stitches, which I could just tell from the blocks that I've stitched. And looking at the pattern and how many blocks in it, I actually think there might be over 20,000 stitches in this piece. It's a big one, which I probably should have realized looking at that. I mean, I think it's kind of the same number as Nature's Journey, but you know, 4 seasons. Look at that. Just love it. So yeah, really excited about my new stuff. So my aim in my acrostic, sorry, everyone wants me when I'm filming. My name in my acrostic is to get to 1,000 stitches this month. I'll pop a picture of my November acrostic up, but that is available through my Facebook page, Adelaide Stitches. It's free to join and get it. And I wanted to get to 1,000, so I probably have like at least 2 more stitching sessions to do to get to 1,000 on it. But look at my bunny. Isn't he a cutie? That was fun. Really enjoyed it. So that was my stitching from last night. So I'm following my acrostic. So according to it, tonight I will be going back to this one, Flea Market Flowers by Holt. This was a new start for me on November 1st. Isn't it pretty? I love this. And here is mine. I'll just pop it on the board. So instead of stitching this one on the white fabric, like it's called for, I have actually chosen Bubblegum. It's a beautiful fabric. It's quite subtle. It's by Paddock Lane Designs. And I just felt that the subtle pinks, yellows, a little bit of blue, yeah, they just really add to the design. I'm stitching it with DMC 2/2, and this is 32 count Lugana. So look at that. That's how far I am. Now my aim for November is to get this big pink motif finished. Sorry, drop the pattern. Here we go. So that is that one. So I'd like to get that finished. Won't happen tonight, but you know what? I will knock a bit more off it and keep going because look at that. Now with my version, I have changed some colours. For the dark purpley brown, I'm using 9 instead of 3, and that's in the flowers in the border. For the light kind of purpley brown, I am using 333, a really beautiful strong purple, because I want purple in there. I just feel like it will make everything pop. And for the yellow, instead of 729, I'm going with 728, so just a little bit stronger, but pretty much kind of what the colors are, just 3 little changes. So excited to get to that tonight. I hope I stick to that motif. I don't go off and keep stitching another flower to see how my fabrics, my colors look, but we will see. I will definitely have some fun with it tonight. So that is my plan. Nature's Journey and Flea Market Flowers tonight. So that is, yeah, my plan and what I'm stitching. So the only other thing I want to talk to you about is Unconventional XStitch. They are retiring on the 28th of November this month, Ivy Dolamore, which is such a shame. I have spoken and shown her patterns on my channel. You may remember Rose Library. I'll pop a picture of that one up. The 2 gorgeous witches in the library I still think about. I did have her with 7,000 stitches done, but decided I didn't like the count and how it was looking and cut it up because it was quite big. So I think that one was 600 by 429, I've got written down here. So it was quite big. I just felt when I stitched it, because I did 25 count, that the hand that I was stitching was almost as big as my hand, and I just didn't want 2 really big witches that big on my wall. So that's still in my thought process to change to get some 32 count Easygrid and try 1 strand tent, if that makes sense. Instead of 2/1 tent, it'd be 1/1 tent. But to be honest, I've been a bit intimidated by that, trying 32 count. I should just get it and try it. And you know what? If I don't like it, it's not the end of the world. But yes, if you want this pattern, it disappears by the 28th of November. Also, other artwork that's being retired is a pattern I bought last month, which I was really excited about, Cauldron of Mer. I'll pop a picture of her up. I'm really excited to start her next year for Halloween. I don't know if it'll be April or October. We'll see, halfway to Halloween or on Halloween. We'll see. But no, I really, I love her. I love the kitty. Yes. So I have those 2 in my stash, which I'm really glad about, considering she's being retired. But I have to admit, there is some other artwork in my cart right now that I keep putting in, taking out. You know how you do. I mean, it's the 13th today, so I do have some time to decide before the 28th. My top contender is Enchanted Brew. So I'll put a picture of this one up. And look, fairies and witches having a tea party together. Isn't it cozy? Isn't it gorgeous? I love cozy fantasy. Yeah, this is my top contender. I do love it. I think it would look amazing in my daughter's room. I guess what is holding me back is it is 600 by 445. So another kind of big one. What's that, about 250,000 stitches? And I'm like, how old? My daughter's 6 right now. How old would she be when I finish it? That's a good question, isn't it? And will she still want it then? But then I'm like, maybe if she was 16 and I'd finished it, maybe I'd want it, because it is just, yeah, I really like the colors. I think it's happy, it's cheery, it's happy fantasy, isn't it? It's lovely. So there's my top contender. However, I also have in my cart at the moment Autumn Letter. I'll picture of her up. I mean, look at this cozy witch writing a letter. Yes, I just love that one. I think it's very autumnal, especially the colours. I mean, it's called Autumn Letter, so I guess that makes sense. And that is 450 by 450. So, you know, almost a baby compared to the other one. Not really, but a lot smaller. I also have two others in my cart. Herbalist Helper. I'll picture this one up. I just love the detail. The detail in this one just grabs me, the illustrated look. Oh, it's really, really cute. Now, if it had a cat in it, I would have bought it. It'd be done. It'd probably be started, but it doesn't have a cat. So that is what's holding me back there. Other than that, I think it's a gorgeous image and would be lots of fun to stitch with all the little apothecary bottles and, you know, ingredients and stuff like that. So finally, that brings me to my last one, which my daughter really likes, actually. She's the one who pointed this one out. And I'm like, well, I'll put it in my cart and I'll think about it. And it is Fairy Lights. So I'll pop a picture of her up. It's like one of the fairies from the tea party, isn't it? She has such beautiful wings as well. She is 355 by 460. So actually, yeah, the smallest, yes, of them. But yeah, still a lot of work, a lot of stitches. And then that's why part of me is like, oh, but maybe I should just go with Enchanted Brew and have all the different fairies and witches and just the little coffee cart they've got set up in the woods with all the fairy lights and the lanterns. Yeah, I really do like this one. So anyway, that's what I've been thinking about at the moment, because unfortunately Ivy Dolamore's retiring, which does happen. I don't know if she's going to another cross-stitch company or what's happening. Unconventional XStitch though, I do like their patterns. I am stitching Witchy Kittens by Elizabeth Elba at the moment. I'm really enjoying it. They seem to be charted well. And as well as that, you know that every piece on their website is by an artist. They really stand strong for that. So I do admire that as well, especially in these times. So yeah, let me know if you're stitching a piece from Unconventional XStitch or you have any in your cart. I'd really be interested to know. I think that is it for me today. Thank you so much everyone for the comments, the likes, subscribes, and being with me on this nature stitching journey. It's really fun and it's really nice seeing what you are stitching too. I have more birds for you today. So we've had Kookaburra, we've had a Rosella. I have some naughty cockatoos. I will add them to the end. End of this video. It was funny. My son and I were sitting, we were walking to pick the kids up to school, and we were having a rest break and just sitting, and then we saw these naughty cockies and went, oh, look at them. So I had to film them. They are very divisive bird, I think, in Australia. They are native and they are gorgeous, but they can be quite destructive. That's why I definitely do not feed them, because I do not want them, you know, they're the kind of bird that will come on your deck and decide, oh, I'll just have a chew of your windowsill or something like that. But they are so cheeky and naughty at the same time, and know they're being naughty. You're drawn to them. But anyway. All right, well, have a fantastic day, everyone. Happy stitching and take care, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.